lane. Usually that's a game 5 thing when teams start to play slower. And I don't think Bliss can afford to play slow in a game like this, right? Because all of that scaling isn't going to be outright winning lanes. The advantages they do have is jungle intervention. So I think what Chiefs, ultimately Kevy overthought the top lane situation. But what matters is more what's happening in bottom lane, right? A favorable trade now comes in a Whynot with a pretty wide flank here. Raes.
He's got nothing.
Big trouble.
He's got no summoners at all, so instant stun against the wall. Against the turret of all things, the turret's not enough. Akia get a burn to the ignite. So they'll find 1-for-1 at least. Both 80 carries are locked in the bot lane, so it's going to be a 4v4 without those marksmen in the mix. The charm goes out, Akia jumps across the wall, the knockback onto Kevy, so there is no smite, there is no chance. Bio jumps in, but he can't find what he's after. They're on towards the equalizer, and they're just burning on down. But despite that, Kisee finds that first kill, and the Herald will be picked up by Whynot.
I mean, Kisee, the star of the show here for the side of Chiefs alongside Aladoric. They just continue to layer down damage. Recalls look like they might be cancelled here from Akia.
Dragon spawning. Gonna be blessed here. Hot on the trigger first. As Kisee is forced to try and face check onto Daystar. The charm does connect. That means that gives Akia a great chance to try and jump it in. But look at the killer conviction. The chance to say we are going in and we are taking you down.
Really nice from Bliss. The fact that
this is the fight that they want to try and go for. Both 80 carries don't have their flash up and available for this fight, but that isn't going to deter them from going for this engage. Kevy cops a bit of damage from the Ahri on the flank right now. BioPanther taking a 1v1 into Lived on the top of your screen as well. Akia pulls the trigger, goes for the ultimate, finds only one target, locks down Aladoric, who gets stunned up against the wall, and down comes the red carpet, burning him up.
Kisee
scoots them back, goes Kisee, and in the flamethrower in the face of adversity, he flashed to safety, and Liv survives. That Sejuani passive, and then the flash is being burned, as Team Bliss just are not winning this fight. They're going to take the Herald away, and they're actually going to push Bliss back to safety.
And Chiefs look like they're going to be able to pick themselves up the fight, but they're protecting the eye of the Herald here as well. Bliss going to force their way in to grab this one.
They're going to get it, but at what cost? They're going to lose 2 in the process. Whynot takes 1 to the grave with him. Kisee in your face. He's shredding you down with those sand soldiers. Look how low they all are. But Daystar, you think we're...
And that's exactly what they do in that skirmish.
And fully reliant on that wall of defense to try and flash away to safety. Now no flash available for either side. It's all about this one right now. The Dragon is in suspension, but Chiefs are able to pick that one up for free. Raes is going to fall on down. No chance to try and flash away to safety. Kevy next on the chopping board and handed across to leemas. Kill number 2 for him. As Bio split at the top of your screen, taking a 1v2, but down in the bot lane, Kisee shoves them back and gets 2 of his own.
My man's is an issue. Meanwhile, in mid lane as well, BioPanther. Pressure for Team Bliss just a little bit now from purely Kisee being this strong, right? Raes doesn't even need to be a factor, but they found their target.
Wise Daystar here, every ultimate chuck towards them. 3 spirit rushes to safety, but is that enough? It is to be today. Akia with the quickness from the flank, instant flash away, but it's a TP behind. They have no idea. They run into the Rumble. Rumble in the jungle in your face, and actually not going to be burning you down right yet. Because Daystar's found that first kill that he's after. The stun against the wall. Where you going, son? Kevy's dead. And Raes not really going to find himself an invitation back into this one.
Daystar spotted. And they know where BioPanther is. So everyone is afraid of flanks. No one can really pull one off just yet, but Daystar's patience might pay off.
Hook goes in, Daystar instantly looking for a target, and that target has to be Raes, but the Everfrost misses. The Stun of the Hill comes out, the charge and the knockback. Kevy forced to flash away. BioPanther going in for the one-man counter strike, but can't find it. It expires. Down goes the equalizer in an absolute closet, and Aladoric can't do much to try and rectify it. The fight is chaotic. It's all over the show. It's all completely spread apart as the passive from the Sejuani knocks Whynot down. But across the wall, they jump back in. One-man stun. The Dragon is still there, now being taken by Team Bliss. That's 2 dragons apiece. But Chiefs say you can have the Dragon, we'll get the kills.
Look, they'll get the crucially, Skimmy, what you just highlighted is flashes are available for mid laners, 80 carries, and for the Jacks. Carries still with them up. But speaking of flashless champions.
Well, that's Kevy driving on by and saying, here, have an ultimate. I'll completely miss it, but it does not matter, mate. Honestly, BioPanther's found himself a window to try and finally find retribution, and now we continue into the mid lane. leemas the key target. Look at leemas! He's trying to run away as Raes flashes on the hit, hits a double summoner, hits a crash, and burns you on down. Rip back the Blade Caller, but you're not going to find anything. Raes, he's already got that double.
And it looks like Chiefs once again are going to be limping away, but with the advantage. leemas still with most of it. And BioPanther's just going to kill Lived. The top lane really starting to be a crucial moment here for the Chiefs. Hook connects as well.
It certainly does, and the steadfast presence, is that enough? Well, it certainly is when they isolate out Raes. Great dash away, he lives! And in their face, continues to barrage. Big damage in a 1v3 as Daystar behind enemy lines. Ice getting across that wall. They're going to zap him down, they're going to slow him. They're going to make sure that Daystar is forced to go one direction.
This is a ward down so they get information. Ari, that hook's so close, but 2k on the Baron already.
Whynot's not here, he never was, never is, never going to find a chance to try and make matters worse against their opposition as out goes the quickness, knocking up 4 members! They're also zoned, but can Chiefs get out? That is the question now. In goes Kevy, falls on down, the TP from the behind.
Ari's got those resets.
They're going to try and zone him as much as they can. The Shreema shuffle. Kisee failed the flash! And 2 TPs.
Coming.
They don't know where to go. They're stuck between a rock and a hard place. And that is, well, 4 Baron buffs being lost.
To secure a Baron and use that to get a lead.
Fault trade. Good timing. The Dragon is up in 20 seconds and Bio's wrapping around, but a TP is going to deter that for the meantime.
It's a big teleport here, though. The fact that they're able to get that out of Lived as well as the Xayah ultimate.
In goes Daystar, finds what he's after, tries to trot them all down. In goes Whynot, but the shot back at the Emperor's Divine saying, look, we will not be pushed underneath our turret. Chiefs stand strong, they stand resilient. And Bio flashes on his head, forcing Akia to go golden, goes to Odin himself. As there's another kill found by the Emperor. And Chiefs just so resolute in this mid lane.
And leemas is putting down damage, but that's the difficulty that Team Bliss are currently facing. Let alone the extra range that Kisee has with the Sand Soldiers that will find the Xayah with ease. Like that, one auto attack.
Looking for it again. Oh, the Everfrost doesn't connect, but the charm certainly does. Kisee in trouble, going golden for the meantime as he shoves them back as much as he can. Akia is over the rest of the squad right now, but jumping in is BioPanther, saying night-night to leemas. You can jump into the sky, but you're going to come falling down again. 2 kills found by the Titan in the top lane, and our Chiefs running it to end again.
And with absolute ease here, the Chiefs will take this second game. It feels like only Daystar left standing to try and defend, and there is no chance that he's going to be able to do so. The Chiefs just looking far too clean with it. 36-minute win on the...